What is up, comic book fan? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new comic book day for this coming week, August 10th, 2020. But first, check this out. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and consider hitting that join button and becoming a member of the Legion. All right, let's not waste any time. This is another good week. Last week was stacked, and this week's not hitting as hard, but there's definitely some good books coming out that I'm excited to share. So these are going to be the ones that are on my pull list that I'm excited about, that I'll be reading and reviewing this following Sunday after they come out on At Week's End. So it's going to be kicking off with Tom Taylor's Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue number 14. So this has been going on for far too long with this same storyline, if you ask me. It is not a bad title. It's done really well, but man, I'm ready for it to really hit the gas pedal. We've got Jonathan and Jay Nakayama, I think that's how you say his last name, kind of figuring out that Jay's secret is out. He's got powers, so they got to do something with it. So it looks like they're giving him a goofy suit and assuming that he's a superhero because the solicitation says John's going to teach him to be the superhero he knows he can be, and it says "and now Gossamer" in the on the cover there. So instead of them going after Bendix, they're going to be building up Jay as a superhero, I guess. I don't know. I'm really wanting to get past this Bendix arc in all sincerity. The dynamic of John and his family and with Jay and everything, and the way that he's interacting with Batman as well as his grandfather has been really well done. As far as the actual plot of the story, it has some major hard-hitting points, but the overall plot is still dragging. We're 14 issues in, and we're on the same primary story that we've been on since issue 1. That's a little too long in the tooth for me. This is the same problem that Cantwell's Iron Man had that I talked about for so long. It's really unfortunate. Next up, we have the Punisher, and this is going to be issue number 5. This is the polar opposite. This is fire, moving at an amazing pace. So we have the Punisher, who is the fist of the hand, who's supposed to be their deity incarnate. And finally, what we expected to happen happened in that last issue, and it doesn't look like him and the Hand are getting along after all. He's starting to feel like a prisoner there, if just the way it's kind of talked about. But he turned on him in that last issue. It looks like he slaughtered them all, and he's attempting to make his escape from there with his wife. But is she going to be able to survive outside of their compound? What we still haven't figured out what it is that even brought her back to life and how stable she is. So it looks like, especially from the cover of this, that Frank's about to be dealing with a little bit of heartbreak yet again, and I'm sure he's going to be happy to take it out on anyone near him, as well as the God of War himself. Next up, Jurassic League, issue number 4 from Juan Gedeon and slightly Daniel Warren Johnson, maybe, at least on the covers here. So that last issue, I was not impressed with issue 3. 1 and 2, I absolutely loved. Issue 3 just seemed a little bit all over the place, but it did bring in our supporting characters. I guess that's what we can call them, because as anything Justice League related these days, it's primarily focusing on the Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman dinosaurs. But we did get introduced to Green Lantern, the Flash, and the Aquaman one in more detail, and now we're bringing them into the fold, which I'm really excited about, because the more the merrier with this kind of thing. The designs are awesome, the styles are awesome, and they've been teasing this dark side machine that they're building to bring in the man himself. So I'm excited to see what he's going to be drawn like. And that really is kind of like where most of my fun's coming from with this, is just how fun it is to have the characters styled as dinosaurs and living in this prehistoric world. It looks like the Green Lantern there is giving this dude a massive German suplex. So I'm excited to see what's going on from there. And it's only got 6 issues, so I don't think they're really relying too much on the story to really blow us away. Next up, and this one I guarantee you will blow me away. And this is Dark Crisis, Worlds Without a Justice League Green Lantern one-shot. So this is that series of one-shots that's building and tying into the Dark Crisis event. It's the direct follow-up to where the Justice League went at the end of Justice League issue 75, where they're presumed dead. So we already saw what's going on with Superman and Aquaman, and now we're going to be getting Green Lantern and Hawkgirl in this issue, where John Stewart is like the ruler of this Green Lantern world, where you have like a blind Kyle Rayner, as well as a Red Hood Green Lantern. So that's going to be pretty cool. And if, from the events of the last issue of Dark Crisis, where the Emerald Army went up against Pariah and his Dark Army and failed, we saw that Hal Jordan landed on this world as well. So he should be there. Should be an awesome time. Have a lot of Green Lantern characters. And I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. Don't really know what to expect really with this, but I cannot wait to get my hands on it. The cover is phenomenal as well. So this next one is a huge, huge deal. We have the return of the critically acclaimed, amazing, mind-warping series Deceased with its final outing. This is Deceased, War of the Undead Gods, and Tom Taylor is returning to the title. And I do want to point this out, this right here. For the entirety of this series, both the other volumes, as well as the Unkillables, as well as the main for the digital first at World's End, I think it was called, all of the B covers have been Matina covers. If you're like myself, you've gone for those Matina covers. They're amazing. They all match. It's just great. They are no longer the B covers. It's an acetate cover will be your B cover for this one. This is a 1 in 25 variant. So they got smart. They realized that these Matina covers are a thing. So let's hike them up a little bit and get those extra orders and extra dollars. And it's totally worth it because look at that. That is fantastic. You got Darkseid on the cover, but you got your Matina set you got to keep complete, right? Right. That's what I'm doing. Well, anyways, we have the return of an undead Darkseid coming to wreak havoc on the heroes that are trying to rebuild life after it was pretty much destroyed by the anti-living virus that plagued the entire world. I cannot wait to see how this goes down. We got the new gods introduced in the end of the last one. We've got Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, which is Jonathan, Damian, and Cassie leading the way. I cannot even imagine who's going to die in this one or who's even left, especially after that beast mode Constantine we saw at the end of that last arc. I'm just beyond myself pumped to get my hands on this and to dive in. Next up, we have, I think it's like the 30-year anniversary is what it said. Maybe the 40. It's a multi-decade anniversary for Ghost Rider, so they're doing a one-shot Vengeance Forever. This is tying into the main series. You know, that most recent issue dropped last week, and we're getting another one already. And this is going to be filling in all those gaps in his mind that he had from his time in that place he was in, that little town that he woke up in the issue 1. And this is also going to be introducing us to this character called the Tattooist. Don't know how relevant that'll be moving forward. Probably not very, but this Tattooist, which you can kind of see the style of the cover there of the tattoos, is supposed to be, I guess, taking him down memory lane and filling in all those gaps of what happened to Johnny, where he's been, and why can't he remember. Maybe what's going on with that little scar in his head that's got the eyeball in it. I cannot wait. This series has been amazing. I hope everyone is reading it. You know me. You know I'm not big to like praise Marvel. Really, they don't do much that impresses me. Punisher, Ghost Rider, and those throwback series. That's all they really got going for them, but they're knocking all of those things out of the park right now. Next up, we have Power Rangers issue number 22. Now, this is legacy number 99. So that next issue after this is that big landmark issue number 100. So, you know, Andros woke up this jerk of a ranger that was in the jar. Now he's starting to do crappy things. Now they're going to have to stop him. And I'm sure they're not going to do it in this issue because the next issue is issue number 100. So we got to get to there. Needless to say, it's a fun series. It's doing good. I'm ready for it to slim back down. I'm ready to get rid of the Omega Rangers and get back to business, just being Mighty Morphin Power Rangers once again. And I do believe after issue 100, the series is coming back together like butt cheeks just to be one title. Thank the Lord. Next up, this is one that I'm kind of interested in just because I love these movie photo variant covers. And this is just the main cover. This is Sandman from Sam Keith and Neil Gaiman, but it has the Netflix TV show cover, which I think is dope. And I think it's just reprinting issue 1 of Sandman. And if that's the case, that's super duper dope. And I'm going to pick this one up just for the cover buy, which I don't do very often. And lastly, dude, I completely missed the solicitation when issue 1 dropped, but we're already at issue 2. Starhinge Book 1, issue 2 by Liam Sharp. The amazing artist Liam Sharp absolutely blew me away with his ability to write one of the most laid out, structured, complex, just mind-blowing stories I've read in a long time with issue 1. I really have a hard time to go into great detail about this, but long story short, in the future, people wake up this artificial intelligence on a Goldilocks planet out in space, and it immediately wages war on them. A war that they can't win. A war they can't win because magic is lost in them. Magic not being like Harry Potter style magic, but magic, just science that's not yet understood. So they have to send their best warrior, the Queen's son, back in time to find where it was lost. And this is a story that spans time and space. And I cannot suggest enough to go grab that issue 1. Wait till you have a good moment to read it uninterrupted. just live in the artwork and then get right into issue 2 and come talk about it with us on At Week's End, because I am super pumped for this one. I think this is going to be one hell of a ride and hope everybody gets on board with it. If you want to know what my top pick for this coming week is going to be and why, be sure to check out the Comic Vets channel and give him a subscribe. Be on the lookout for that collaboration video that posts on his channel every week, where we each give you our top pick and tell you why you should consider picking it up. Also, big shout out to the Augusta Book Exchange. They're the keepers of my comics, the guardians of my books. You'll find no better customer service anywhere. If you're in the area, be sure to look them up, hit them up, let them know that I said what's up, and let them know that we are Legion. And that's pretty much going to do it for this week, guys. I appreciate everybody checking out the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on your way out. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.